Hey guys, and welcome to this week's reading vlog. I am going to do something a little bit different. If you watched my last reading vlog, I've been kind of in a little bit of a slump because I was forcing myself to read a book that I wasn't into. So, to help me get out of this slump, and I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, it just feels like the right time to do this, I'm going to do a full graphic novel week. So I am only going to be reading graphic novels, and then the only exception out of that is I'm going to be listening to audiobooks when I can't be reading because I have to have an audiobook. So I have A Court of Wings and Ruin that I ended up buying on Audible because my library didn't have it. So I have that as an option, and I also have Shadow and Bone. So I should make Shadow and Bone my book pick. This is what I'm going to listen to. I've just decided because I need to read this for our Muggle Studies Book Club pick. We are going through the whole series and we will be discussing it at the end of the month. I don't think we've got a full date set, so stay tuned. Hopefully by the end of this vlog, I will tell you a day that we are going to be meeting to discuss Shadow and Bone. So if you are reading along with us, please join us. If you've already read it and just want to talk about it, please join us. So I do have this one that I've got to listen to. But otherwise, we are doing straight graphic novels, so no books, which kind of kills me a little bit because there's books that I want to read, but I also have been wanting to read graphic novels because I have so many backed up that I want to read. So, as you guys know, this entire bookcase is all books I have not read. This is all books that I want to read. It's my to-be-read bookcase. But at the very top, I have all of my graphic novels that I have not gotten to, and it is stacking up quite fast. So I think the only one, so I have a few Deadpools that I haven't read yet, which is kind of surprising because usually I always do Deadpool like right away, but I've got a few Deadpools to get to. But I think I'm going to do an easy one. For my very first one, I'm going to do Zodiac Star Force Volume 2. I read the first one, wasn't super in love with it, but it's cute, it's easy to fly through. I liked the art style, but the plot wasn't like super enticing. So I picked up the second one hoping that I would fall in love with the second one a little bit more because people who have seen this really love this series. And I just love the artwork so much. So, and there's also really good representation if I remember correctly in this one. So I'm going to pick this one up and we will see where we go from there. Hey guys, and welcome back. It is now Tuesday. Excuse the mess that is of me. I was up really late because I don't get home till about 12:30 at night or in the morning. And then I can't just go straight to sleep. So I was up really late, and then for whatever reason my body was like, you need to be awake at 8:30 this morning, when I went to bed probably like closer to 2:33ish maybe. So I am up and reading, but I am a mess and I'm just leaving it. So yesterday I finished Zodiac Star Force. I ended up giving this one a 3 out of 5 stars. The plot line, from what I remember, it's been a while since I've read the first one, but from what I remember, the plot line's a lot better in this one. It's a lot more complex. We're starting to see characters be more developed, and I love the cast, like I said. This is definitely like a more innocent graphic novel. Like, they make jokes about saying but in this. Like, there's one joke, and then they cuss like later on in the graphic novel. So it's kind of a weird mixture. I would say like this is geared more towards younger audiences, but there is that. I probably would still say that it's geared towards younger audiences. So overall, I told Trevor, it's kind of like consuming potato chips. Like, it's fun to inhale, but there's not a lot of substance. However, I think that's how I felt about Giant Days when I was first reading that, and like now I like love that, and I'm like waiting for the next one. So I'm probably gonna continue. The third one's not out yet, but I'm probably gonna continue because I really do like the art style. I like the diversity in here, and I'm hoping that this will turn into like another Giant Days favorite. As for my audiobook, I got quite a bit listened to last night. I only have 5 hours and 44 minutes left of Shadow and Bone, and I'm really enjoying this. I think the world is a little different. Like, I was listening to it and I was thinking like maybe it's a little bit like this, maybe it's a little bit like this, but she has mashed up too many different other stories for me to be able to compare it directly to it. I like the characters so far. Everybody talks about how they love the Darkling, which I can totally get from this. Like, you can see like the bad boy tenderness to him. Everybody's talking about how they would hate, that they hate Mal and they hate Alina. I think that's her name, the main character. I'm pretty sure it's Alina. I don't know why they're hating her. So, and I haven't seen much of Mal, so maybe that'll be coming too. But I'm liking it so far. The world's really cool. The different abilities are really cool. I like that there is like almost like classes within it, like kind of like houses that they all belong to. Yeah, I don't know how I would describe this though. Like, if I was trying to sell this book to you, like give you a synopsis, it's kind of hard to give a synopsis to this. At least so far. I don't know how I would, I don't know, because then there would be spoilers. Let me know down below, how would you describe this book to someone else without giving spoilers and give them enough information that they would want to pick it up. But I am enjoying this so far. I know I'm super late to the game, but I am enjoying this, and I think I'm like enjoying it enough that I would want to like binge this series, but I have to wait because we've spread it out from month to month. So I'm enjoying this one, and that is gonna be my update. I'm gonna pick up a new graphic novel since I've already finished. So let's see. Back to the graphic novel wall. I am kind of feeling like I'm finally going to get to this one, DC Bombshell. So this is volume 1, and I'm gonna sit down and read it and let you guys know what I think. Hey guys, and welcome to another day in the reading vlog. It is Wednesday at like 4 o'clock. I had been planning on doing like a lot of filming today, and then I kind of just feel like crap, my body is not happy with me. So I have been just curled up in a ball on my couch in my library, and I've been reading and watching YouTube basically. But I did finish DC Bombshells. This is volume 1 Enlisted, and this one basically takes place in the 1940s, and I ended up giving this one, I think I'm gonna do like 3.75. So mini review of this one is, this takes place in the 1940s when all the men have gone off to war, and it takes place with all of the like female characters in this series. So we see Wonder Woman, we see Catwoman, we see Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and we see Stargirl and Supergirl and Constantine and Zatanna. So we see a lot of different people in this. So good and bad. The artwork, like this artwork is so cute, but there is some flaws in this artwork that we get some very manly profiles that are supposed to be on a woman that I didn't particularly like. Just very strong masculine features for a woman, but it's not all like that. Most of the artwork's pretty good, but some of it is a bit like, it threw me off, being like, why does she look weird? So downside in the artwork for that. The storylines were, they're all not really connected. So, oh, and we also got Mara too from Aquawoman. So we got to see a few crossovers. So we got to see crossovers with Mara and Wonder Woman. We got to see crossovers between Mara and Stargirl and Supergirl. We get to see Zatanna and Harley Quinn mix or mashup. We got to see Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy connect. So some of them all connect, but not all of them. Their storylines don't super intersect, and they're kind of all like, we jump stories, which is fine. There's a lot going on in this series. So like, I'm not super into DC, but I'm stepping into it, so I know of these characters. So I would say this is definitely not a first like series, like getting into graphic novels. This is not a first DC pickup, because there's so much jumping around that you kind of need to be able to be familiar with characters, because even though I'm familiar with all of these characters except for Starfire and Stargirl or Supergirl. I don't think it's Supergirl. They're two characters from Russia that I'm not super familiar with. I'm sorry, DC fans, don't hate me. I was reading this and they didn't tell you who it was, it just used their first names, so if you're not super familiar with it, you're gonna get confused. But overall, it was good. I liked the style of it. I liked that we got to see like the 1940s style of it, and I like how they like handle villains and things like that. Or like, I especially love the mashup between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy meeting, and that was cute, and we got to see, like, I adore that dynamic between those two, so I really enjoy that. They're probably one of my favorites. I really was surprised that I like Mara a lot in this one, and the Stargirl and the two sisters from Russia I really liked. I cannot remember their name because they don't refer to themselves as that very often. They refer to themselves as their real names. So overall, good story. A little convoluted because you had to jump around and keep pace of what was going on in all different, and there's so many stories in this. The only thing that I really disliked about the writing was that they did a lot of jump scenes. So they would not finish a sentence and it would have like dashes, which is semi-common in graphic novels, and then they would jump to another scene. And I'm like, did I miss an action sequence? Like, what's happening? I get like they're fighting, so you're saying something and then you jump into battle, but we didn't get to see like the action sequence after that, so it would throw me out of it for a second and I'd have to get my bearings again. But overall, it's not bad. I might continue with it just because I do have favorites in here, so I might want to continue with it, and maybe we'll get to see them team up, because they're alluding to a team up squad, so that would be kind of cool to see them all like team up together and see how that dynamic works, especially if Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy would team up, because they are villains in the normal DC universe, but in this universe they're fighting against the Nazis, but they're just being brutal, versus Wonder Woman in here wants justice and wants them all to have a trial. Meanwhile, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are just like blowing people up, which is great. So overall, I enjoyed this. So I've looked at my bookshelves and nothing is like calling my name. So I got like Amazon Prime, so there's Prime Reading available. I also have library, so I was looking on there and I just decided that I'm gonna pick up some library books that are graphic novels. So I'm sticking with my graphic novel theme. So I went to my library, my graphic novels available for that, and I just put like what's available now. And a few of them that I've been like, that's caught my eye before that I haven't actually physically bought, but I've been wanting to read, were actually available, so it worked out. So the 4 that I went ahead and put on hold is Prince and the Dressmaker, which is supposed to be a really cute contemporary. Blue is the Warmest Color, Bitch Planet Volume 1, and Paper Girls Volume 1. I think I'm gonna start with Prince and the Dressmaker because it looks really cute and I've heard really good reviews about it. All of those I've had really good reviews with. I'm going to read some of that and I will let you guys know what I think. Hey guys, and welcome to another day in the reading vlog. It is now Thursday at about 12:30. I'm about to leave for work, but I wanted to update you guys because I realized I didn't update you yesterday. So yesterday I finished Shadow and Bone. I'm gonna give this one, I think, a 3.75 out of 5 stars. Not a ton happens in this book. Like, there's a lot of fighting scenes, but not a lot of development. So development, like, there's not a lot of character development, and there's not a ton of like scenery, like environment development, so like world building. So I think like my favorite parts were when she was kind of like in the Grisha world. I did enjoy it. I flew through it and I'm looking forward to the next one, but there's not a lot that happened. Please don't spoil me because I haven't finished the rest of them. This is just my theories and they could be really wrong, like most of them are, or I could be right. So my theories for this, so if you haven't read Shadow and Bone, this could be spoilers for you. Mal, her obsession with Mal and how that's suddenly a relationship, I'm annoyed with, because at the beginning of the book, she basically was ignored. Like, he was like flaunting that other women were like into him, and she was just like pushed off, and he clearly knew that she had feelings for him. And then as soon as he saw her happy with the Darkling, then he was all like territorial. So I was annoyed about that. I think that, I keep saying the Balrog, but that's Lord of the Rings. It's too similar to the word. The Darkling's mother, which who knows if that's true, I think that she lied. I was surprised that Elena just like sort of questioned her, like if she was crazy, and then she was like, okay, I've gotta go, like, instead of just checking with anybody else. So I was annoyed that like the Darkling didn't get the benefit of it, especially because like he's been tender to her. Not like really affectionate, but he's been tender to her. So I think that he like is not just bad. I think that he does things in a bad way, but I think he recognized Elena as like another equal, and everybody's been afraid of him. So I think that he was willing to take a chance on Elena because he like recognized that she might understand him. So he was like willing to open up to her, and then she ran away because of the mother told her to, and which I think was the first mistake, because I don't, like, he always has altruistic reasons. He's always trying to help his people. He's not like just doing power for power. So I think that when she ran away, he was really hurt because he was willing to open up to her. So I think that's why he like acted the way that he did at the end of the book. And it's always been for altruistic reasons. It's not been like, I want power to have this power and have everybody fear me. He's been always talking about how he wants to help the people. So that's my 2 cents on it. I don't think the Darkling's all bad. I'm annoyed that Mal just like came around and was like, you're happy with someone else and now I'm in the picture. I'm annoyed with all of that. So that's my notes on Shadow and Bone. And I'm excited for the next one. I have also finished The Prince and the Dressmaker. This was 5 out of 5 stars. This was so damn cute. So what the story is that there is this dressmaker and there's this prince, and this prince likes to wear dresses, but he has to hide himself because of like the reputation. So he has this alternative person that he dresses up as and goes out as, and he hires this dressmaker to make him all these beautiful dresses and be the person that he wants to be. And it's like grappling with that, and it's a story about that, and it's so fucking cute, and I really enjoyed this. It's a little bit like drag culture, and then it's a little bit like trans culture too. I don't fall under any of those categories, so I can't say if the representation is good, but I really enjoyed it, and it was so sweet, and I loved the whole thing, and I highly recommend if you're looking for a quick read. And the artwork is so cute too. If you're looking for like a really quick read, I highly recommend The Prince and the Dressmaker. So I gave that one 5 out of 5 stars. I did pick up a package. Well, I ordered something online, so I'm going to open this for you guys because it fits right in with this week, because I couldn't help myself. We're on a graphic novel week, so of course I had to pick up some. So I realized that I have been a fake fan because I am behind on this series, and that is Spider-Man and Deadpool. Well, it's backwards. Spider-Man and Deadpool. So I picked up volume 7 and 8, and you guys know that I love this series. This is my favorite graphic novel series. Yeah, it's my favorite graphic novel series. And I haven't, these have not come in at my Barnes & Noble, and I didn't realize we were already out that far. So I went to go look it up, and I was like, are you joking? Like, 'cause I saw that volume 9 is coming out soon. So I went ahead and ordered these ones so I would have them, and that way I can pick up volume 9 when they come out. But I'm very excited because I love this series. If you guys want a good Marvel graphic novel that is hilarious, that will make you laugh and like is a great time, I highly recommend Spider-Man and Deadpool. And now I'm officially late for work, so I have to hurry up and go to work. I think I'm gonna pick up Blue is the Warmest Color. I haven't fully decided yet, but that is my update, and I will check back with you guys tomorrow. Hello, and welcome back to another day. It is Friday, and I just finished reading Blue is the Warmest Color. Holy crap. One, I can't believe I've never gotten to this one sooner, and this is so stunning. and I'm so glad that I went into it not knowing what it was about. But this is so intense and real and amazing. Just go pick this up. This is such a heart-wrenching story, but so incredible. I want you guys to go into it blind, but please pick this up. It is like 160 pages, totally worth it. Check if your library has it. It's amazing. And this one will stick with me for quite some time. 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. This almost got me to cry. Like, I was almost there. I have hardly any words. Just go read it. This is amazing. So now that I'm done with this one, I feel like I need something. I wish I would have read Blue is the Warmest Color and then read Prince and the Dressmaker to, like, make me feel better, because this is so heavy. I think I'm going to pick up one of my Spider-Man and Deadpools, because I need something that's a little better, that will make me feel a little better. So my next pickup is going to be this one, My Two Dads. This is volume 7 of Spider-Man and Deadpool, because I need my heart to heal a little bit after that one. So this is my next one I'm gonna pick up. I think I'm gonna give my heart a little break. I'm gonna go get ready for the day and listen to that, and then I'll come back and read Spider-Man and Deadpool. So that's my update, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, and welcome to the last day of the reading vlog. And I wanted to update you guys. I have finished Spider-Man and Deadpool volume 7, and I loved this one. Finally, we were getting back to like the original feels of this series. I absolutely loved this one. We finally finished up this arc that we've been going on with time travel, which I'm so glad that it's finally done. And there was like a musical theater issues in here, which is great. And this is My Two Dads. It's just fantastic. I probably am gonna rate this a 5 out of 5 stars. It's so good, and I was like laughing so much through this. I highly recommend, if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the series. It's unfortunately coming to a close, but it's still one of my favorites of all time. I love this team up. I love the way that Deadpool like just like adores Spider-Man so much, and Spider-Man is just like holds him at arm's length. It's just great. So I really enjoyed this one, and I wanted to show you some of my pops that I have recently picked up. I haven't been buying Funko Pops for a little while now, but you guys know that San Diego Comic-Con, or you should know, that San Diego Comic-Con was just going on, and so they released the Pops. So I had to pick up a few of them, and let's just get onto it. So 2 of them are already out of the box, and then 2 more that I picked up aren't out of the box yet. So Trevor is a big Snoopy fan, so we picked up little astronaut Snoopy here, and his little helmet and stuff, and his little scarf. I love that his scarf like actually has the detail coming out of it. We wanted to pick up Snoopy, and surprisingly we had still some left in the store, because it was a Barnes & Noble shared exclusive, and then we had to pick up this one. So we saw the full set, but I really liked the Comic-Con exclusive, and I told Trevor that we needed the Comic-Con exclusive versus the other ones, and that is this amazing Ruby Pop that was on Hot Topic. We absolutely adored the show and love this pop, and I like it just is so like, look at her weapon. Can we focus here? Look at how detailed everything is, and her silver eyes, and her weapon. Ooh. Her weapon is so cool, and the way that her cape is flowing, I absolutely love it. Now we really need the rest of the gang. I really, of course, want Weiss. She's one of my favorite characters. Too bad that I didn't make a Pyrrha one, because Pyrrha is my other favorite too. So love this pop. This is probably one of our new favorites that we've received or like gotten in quite some time. So Barnes & Noble was also doing a deal that we could combine with the exclusive pops. So they were doing 3 for $25. So with the set, if you can see them up there, this is not their permanent place, but this is where I just have them sitting right now, is Leonard and Penny. So of course that I had to pick up a Sheldon pop, because he's so cool and he fits the trio. And this one is the pop that he is doing the rock, paper, scissors, lizard Spock. So I definitely wanted to pick up him, and Sheldon's one of my favorite characters on the show, if not my favorite character. So I wanted to pick that one up. And last but not least is one that I haven't even taken out. I haven't looked at it yet, but that is Rita Skeeter. And this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive pop, and this is with her Quick Quotes quill, and I was very excited that this was a pop. I know they're more valuable if I leave them in the box, but I don't sell my pops, I display them, so I take them out of the boxes. So this one does come with a stand, so that's great. It does have her Quick Quotes quill in it, which is necessary. Her glasses are so cute. So that is what she is looking like there. Let's focus on her. She's very, very cute. And I think this is going to be perfect on my Harry Potter shelf somewhere. I'll have to find a good place for her. But those are the few pops that I have picked up recently. This is everything that I picked up. And I had a fairly good reading vlog. I ended up finishing, I think, 6 books this week. I think 5 or 6. And I really enjoyed doing a graphic novel week. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!